So folks, if you're discouraged today, the first point, and Latrell's already made it, but the first point we want to make is that if you lost a loved one that was a Christian and you are a Christian, you will see them again. You'll spend eternity with them in a place called heaven, where there's no more sorrow, no more dying, no more sadness, no more pain, no more sickness, no more saying goodbye. You know, so we have that blessed hope, Latrell, and I wanted to speak to, you know, I've always heard that women, I don't know if they're tough or what, but always had a more, I shouldn't say easier, but they can handle the death of a spouse better. Now let me speak to my case, and I'll let you explain that to us. In my case, you know, mine has been about, my wife died about 10 months ago, and I've been so lonely that I have a couple friends that are filmmakers that, you know, are helping me produce a film called Hope Lives in Hohenwald. And they had sold a house, and I actually asked them to move in to my home with me for a couple of months just so I didn't experience the loneliness. So the hardest thing for me, friend, has been the loneliness. And I know, you know, what you're going through. And Latrell, speak to that and how the Lord comforted you in your loneliness.
Well, it takes a village, as they say, to raise children, but it takes a village to be with you when you're going through something hard. And God made us to connect to one another. He made us to comfort one another and to encourage one another. And I have had that as well. I don't have to be alone because one of my daughters and her son moved in with me, and I'm thankful for that because loneliness is tough. It's hard to be in an empty house. However, you're never alone. Never. If we could remind ourselves, even when we feel alone, we're not. Jesus is just as close as whispering his name. And also, it's the tears sneak up on me. I won't say that I didn't cry more. Of course I did. Every now and then the tears sneak up on me. But it's okay because it's even that is, tears are a language that God hears and God understands and God speaks through. And when those tears flow, you can just let him have them. And he's washing out all of that pain and he's encouraging you. And I receive all of that because I trust God. And I trust him that he knows more than I do. And that there's a purpose for him taking John, my husband. And I don't have to be worried about it. And I'm so thankful for that.